Anderson, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, we have an obligation to defend working families struggling in this economy. We have to do what it takes to protect our vital services in a time of crisis, and we are in one. When middle-class families face cuts to schools and health care, two-thirds of the corporations get away with paying only $10 each year. That means middle-class Oregonians, they want a fair shake in this. This means asking big corporations and the wealthiest Oregonians to pay their fair share to keep Oregon moving forward. Corporations doing business in Oregon, whether they're profitable or not, they realize great benefit by working and by just being here. They receive value from our roads, from various public services, from our quality of life, and not last nor least, but our quality educated workforce. Those public services must be supported not just by wage earners, but by businesses as well. Since 1973, the share corporations have contributed to the general fund has dropped from 17% to less than 6%. House Bill 3405 accomplishes this goal in an equitable and fair manner. It's a key piece of a balanced approach that will protect classroom days, keep our courts open, and provide essential services to the state's most vulnerable. Families across Oregon are struggling to make ends meet, and the demand for help staying afloat is skyrocketing. It's only fair that part of the solution to finding a path out of these challenging times incorporates addressing the inherent imbalance of the tax burden on working families versus big corporations. House Bill 3405 represents a modest shift towards more tax fairness for Oregon families. And it does so in a way that doesn't target small businesses or those businesses in Oregon that are having an especially rough time in this economy. It merely asks those who can to contribute their fair share. Working families across Oregon have been doing so for years, decades even. While many big corporations have been throwing in $10 a year to cover their responsibility, that's just not quite fair. Colleagues, if there was ever a time for tax fairness, it would be now, when so many people are trying to make ends meet. Please vote aye with me today to ask prosperous corporations in Oregon to join families across Oregon in keeping our schools open, protecting justice for all, and taking care of the state's most vulnerable seniors and children. Thank you, Mr. President.